I can already visualize the ads. Ooh. Oh. What's up people, welcome back to the channel. So the number one question that most people ask me is, hey bro, do you think that this product can sell? Hey bro, do you think that this product has a market for it? So in today's video, we are going to run through 3 questions that you need to ask yourself before you start your first product business. To help us with our video today, I invited my friend Brock.
I'll start with Geodude!
So Brock has been traveling around the world with his friends for many years, and one day he finally decided that, okay, I'm inspired by watching your first video, so I want to start my own business. As consumers, we all buy products because we want to solve a problem, right? If we want entertainment, we will buy a Nintendo Switch. If we want to walk around and not feel thirsty, we'll buy a water bottle. So all products aim to solve a problem, and the first question you need to ask yourself is, what is that problem that you are solving for? Once you have identified that problem, think about how your current consumers are solving that problem. If you want to sell a regular Pokeball, why would people buy your brand of Pokeball versus one that everybody has been using since forever? And here comes the next step, which is a very important step. It is to be different and not better. Take this for example. If you plan to sell potato chips, you can sell potato chips that is 20% less sodium, or you can sell potato chips that is 60 grams of protein and 0 carbs. Think about how different these two markets is going to be. In option 1, you are probably fighting with everybody else in the potato chips market, and it is very difficult for consumers to make the switch to you. While in option 2, you open up a brand new category of consumers who previously didn't even thought about wanting to eat potato chips. People who are on a diet, people who are looking to build muscles. Now you can tap on this brand new market because your product is different. So in the case of Brock, he can sell a Pokeball where when he throw, instead of a red stream of light, is a blue stream of light. Or he can make one where when you throw, it plays your favorite song. All these are nice improvements, but it is not different. You might have a very small group of consumers that will be interested, but I don't see it being like a big business. So I asked him, okay, you can think about 2 ways. One is the function and one is the form. So function, it's the problem that you're solving for, and form, it's how it looks like. Your best products typically comes with both. So after much discussion, he came up with 2 unique selling points of his brand new Pokeball business. Number 1, because of his unfair advantage in rock-type Pokemons, he realized that most trainers, when they throw the Pokeball at a rock-type Pokemon, it tends to smash to bits, which makes the capture rate very low. So he figured out by changing that material that is harder than the rock-type Pokemon, he can actually increase the capture rate by 80%. Secondly, he will design Pokeballs that is not like your typical red, blue kind of Pokeballs. He will be able to have nice colors and gradients that people will be proud of when they put on their belt. That's great! We have a product that has good aesthetics, that solves a strong problem, and we decided to come up with a name, and the name shall be Brock Balls. So question number 2. Who is your niche target audience? Stop saying you want to target everybody. Everybody can use your product, but not everybody feels the biggest pain point and can receive the most value when using your product. In Brock's case, it might be trainers who are going into a city that is filled with rock-type Pokemon, and these trainers are looking to complete their Pokédex. Or it could be trainers that are looking to fight some flying Pokemon, and because flying is weak against rock, they need this to capture rock Pokemons. I can already visualize the ads. Want to capture a Charizard? Here are 3 things you need to do. Step 1. Grab your Brock Balls. Step 2. Capture an Onix. Step 3. fight a Charizard and see its attack do nothing to you. You can see how by targeting a very niche group of customers, you will be able to speak more directly to them. You will know where should you be selling your Pokeballs. So this concept of a niche target audience is really critical when you are first starting your business. Think about Pokemon Go. When Pokemon Go first launched, who were their early adopters? It's probably people who grew up watching Pokemon. Pokemon Go wasn't trying to target people in their 50s or 60s. They didn't know much about who Pikachu is or how awesome Charizard is, right? So the initial goal was to target people that actually loved Pokemon, and that was people like me. So I started playing and I started telling my friends, and my friends started telling their friends, and lo and behold, a few years later, you see uncles and aunties playing Pokemon Go on the bus. Long story short, find a niche. The more specific it is, the better. Understand this group of customers and hyper serve them. So now, Brock has a product. He has a specific problem he wants to solve. He has a niche target audience that he can actually target. Now, he needs to find out if he can actually make money from this product. Question number 3. What is your AOV or LTV? So there are two very important metrics that you need to understand. Number 1 is AOV, which represents average order value, and number 2, LTV represents lifetime value. The average order value refers to your average amount of money that your customer spends with you on your first order, while your lifetime value represents how much your customers actually spend with you throughout their lifetime. So you have AOV on one hand and LTV on one hand. So your best type of products are actually things with high AOVs and high LTV. So these are products like your makeup, your supplements, and even gaming consoles where you need to buy an expensive console, and then from there you keep buying games. Next is your high AOV and low LTV products. These are products like ErgoTune, Everdesk, TVs, monitors, TV consoles, sofas, where typically it's a one-time purchase and you don't really sell anything after. So in my opinion, most businesses should aim to move towards your high AOV and high LTV type of business model. And there are a few ways that you can kind of do this. If you are at your low AOV type of businesses, you can always think about bundling, upselling, cross-selling to make your first order profitable. If the nature of your product is low LTV, there are a couple of ways that you can think about it. Number 1, to try to increase the LTV by providing things like maintenance, cleaning, or see whether your group of customers, do they have any consumables that they would like, and that will help to increase the LTV. Or alternatively, what some of the brands do is they do category expansion, which means if you are already selling, for example, a sofa, right? You know that customers buys your sofa to put in their living room. Are there anything else in the living room that has high AOV? For example, maybe a very nice coffee table or a TV console that can help to serve their needs. So this way, when they actually purchase your sofa, they'll see a lot of complementary products that they can get together with your business. So why is all this AOV and LTV thing even important? One of the most expensive costs is actually to acquire a customer, right? To spend money, go out there and tell people that, hey, I exist. So if you do not have high enough AOV, when a customer purchases, you might not actually be making money. And if you do not have high LTV, the customers, even if they love your brand and your product, they don't have anything else that they can buy from you that will continue to help them solve problems in their lives. So in the case of Brock Balls, it seems like it is a high AOV item because from our research, trainers typically buy a number of like balls at one go so that when they go out, they don't run out of balls. There are some level of LTV here, but I wouldn't count on it. Because once the trainers actually captures the rock Pokemon they want, they typically won't come back to buy a Brock Ball that is specialized in capturing rock Pokemons. So in the case of Brock, in the future, once he starts selling, once he starts to understand his customers, he might be providing services to maintain how the ball looks like, make sure it's in good condition, or he could be expanding his category by providing specialized balls to capture maybe ghost type Pokemons or even legendary type Pokemons. And with all these questions answered, Brock went on his journey to be the next business tycoon in the Pokeverse. So I hope you learned something from today's video. If there's anything that you think you want me to talk about, please feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I'll see you next week. Bye!